You know, I'm not gonna lie, over the past few months I have been warming up to Kyouka a lot ever since the CBTO2 testing because of how much the deck has improved since then. And this is even before the very first Divine's Recall booster with her brand new form and additional support. And after play tested it very recently with the brand new support, it kind of made me realize I did not look at Kyouka hard enough.
Hey yo, what the f—
I think I have noticed the problem back then as well, but I didn't realize how much of a problem it actually is the more I have played testing her. So today, just like any other recall support we have been talking so far, I'm gonna be talking about the problem that the deck has first before explaining the new support and give my thoughts whether is the support actually improved the deck or not. Okay, so let's get this out of the way. What Kyouka is all about and what is her problem? Her mechanic is revolved around magazine, a normal order that is specific for her, and this normal order also relies on having multiple different grades on the field with maximum of 2 of each grade on the field for a maximum amount of effect. This means that Kyouka has to keep her board up with the requirement that you needed, which at the glance sounds simple enough, but that kind of makes things a little bit harder in terms of deck building. Especially back in the past, Kyouka doesn't really have enough pieces to get around off, but she does have a solution, and that is her ability to superior call a specific grade by her X skill. And there is a problem. It is 100% RNG focused, as you have to guess the right number to actually get a filter, and most of the time that's the only filter that you are gonna get, which can make Kyouka goes from "oh, that's actually really good turn" to
"my disappointment is immeasurable and my day is ruined."
And against the current meta, which has a lot of control option going on, this kind of limits Kyouka quite a lot in terms of her capability. Fortunately enough, over the time she does receive some of the pieces that fix some of the minor issue like lacking of souls, a proper grade 3 to actually be utilized, and most importantly, a second magazine. But all these cards doesn't really fix the main problem of RNG of her deck. But fortunately enough, the brand new support does fix some of the weirdness that the deck has, but not completely. It still have RNG element into it, but I feel the deck does feel a little bit better to play. I just seriously don't know what happened during my testing some times ago. Okay, anyway, let's start talking about the support, and just like many of the videos I have done so far, I feel there are only 2 cards that actually matters to talk about here. The first one being Photogenic Finder Taeeun. Taeeun has 2 skills where she's a 15k unit when you have played a magazine order this turn, and she has additional ability where if you have played a magazine order this turn, you can put this unit into your soul on top of Energy Blast 2 to look at top 7 card of your deck, choose up to 1 unit card with different card name from this unit from among them, call it to Royal Circle, or choose up to 1 magazine card from among them, review it and put it to your hand and shuffle your deck.
It's actually quite nice.
This card is very polarizing, but it is still an okay support for Kyouka, mainly for her second skill. The ability to just simply call any card out from deck without declaring a grade is actually really helpful. And she also does help to search for a missing magazine card, which is nice and all, but I still prefer a straight up search from the grade 2 that we got back in DCBTO2 because of the fact that it's a guarantee to get the magazine card that you need for the time.
Are you fucking dumb?
But the fact that you have to play a magazine first, and this in particular is the specials, the grade 3 one, is a little bit restrictive despite how this card's supposed to reduce the clunkiness of the deck. Overall, I think it's a decent card, but I do feel you don't have to run full-on 4 copies of it. But that's just my thoughts on it, you know. Especially considering a brand new form of Kyouka, aka hashtag Make-A-Wish Kyouka. Of course, this is a dress-up version of Make-A-Trend Kyouka, and she has 2 additional skills, which is essentially a slight upgrade to the original skill of Kyouka, where she has a constant where during your turn, if you have played a magazine order this turn, your entire front row gets additional 5k, and if your opponent card is grade 3 or greater, all unit with Kyouka in their name gets additional 5k and can attack from back row. And then act once per turn, Soul Blast or Energy Blast 2, choose a grade from 1 to 3, declare it and look at top 5 card of your deck. Choose up to 1 unit card with the declared strike rate, and up to 1 magazine card each from among them. Review them and put them into your hand and shuffle the deck. Okay, let's get the good point out of the way first, because there is more good point than bad point, even if the bad point is a little bit serious. The good point of this deck is it's a simple straight fact that this is a slight upgrade, because for one, now Kyouka does increase her own Vanguard attack by 10k instead of 5k like the original, which makes attacking over the defensive a little bit easier because of that additional 5k. And in case you don't know, most of the time you're gonna be attacking with Archer first anyway, thanks to the way Archer skill works. And of course, the second skill with the filter. The good thing about this new filter skill is the fact that for one, it put a card into your hand. So this means that you can actually declare grade 1 and fetch PG into your hand.
Genuinely disgusting.
I think this is currently the only instances you can fetch a normal sentinel to your hand, which is a good thing for her deck. And not only that, you actually can add magazines separately if you fail to search for the grade 1 as well. So essentially, you have a little bit more range of what you can search. Meanwhile, it also makes things a lot more flexible because of how the search card is being put into hand instead of call onto the field like the original Kyouka. But as I said earlier, the RNG is just way too annoying to deal, and you really have to be good at predicting what are the cards that left in your deck just so that you can make sure a confirm filter. But that's just my thoughts about it. I think Kyouka has improved. She just haven't really shown it to me properly yet, at least through my testing. But what do you guys think? Do leave down in the comments below, and yeah, that's all I have for today. Take care of yourself, don't forget to clap that stuff, become a member for some cool features, and this is Mac Mechanic signing out.